Taylor women's basketball head coach Jody Martinez here on the Marion General Hospital pregame show before they take on his alma mater, Bethel University, this afternoon here inside Odell Arena. Are you still getting adjusted to calling it university since it was college for so many years, both when you played, coached, worked, did all that good stuff up there in Mishawaka?
I don't know if I can ever say the word university. I mean, out of respect for the vision of the school and the alma mater, you'll have to, but it's always Bethel College to me, my wife, and the many great memories we've had together while we were student athletes there, as well as our coaching days.
Well, all of your plaques up here still say college, so they haven't come and repossessed them yet like a car that needs payment, so that's still good. At least you get to keep your plaques.
Well, they wanted a donation to change our diploma from Bethel College to Bethel University, but when you have two kids in college, well, one's out of college now, one left in college, the money's kind of a little tight right now to be changing things. But no, Sony and I, we won't be changing anything that we have that says Bethel College on it, and that was, enjoy the time that we had and the collection of shirts and sweatshirts and everything we've done there. I was part of that school since 1986 to 2014, and gave it all, and I have no regrets.
You mentioned one of your daughters. It wasn't intentional that we accidentally left her out of your shout-outs on Tuesday, but I know you want to have us say hello to Hannah so she's not mad at us.
Yeah, no, it's. I didn't know if she got to Virginia in time if to watch the game online with her fiance, but she's working on some wedding plans and just don't want to forget to send my love to my oldest daughter Hannah and all my family. But I didn't intentionally want to forget that and didn't know if she was listening yet and so we're not going to forget today, are we? It's like I told him, it's like flipping pancakes on a Sunday morning before church. You love that day and you love your kids and so I know that was a shout out to her and Derek there.
Are you flipping pancakes tomorrow? Do I need to come over? Is that an invite?
Well, I shouldn't have said that. Usually it's Sonia who's flipped the pancakes, and I'm the one who gets to pour the syrup on.
And then eats them.
I eat a lot of them. I eat a lot of pancakes. I love my pancakes and eggs.
You mentioned Hannah. She's now engaged to Derek. How is wedding planning going for the Martinez family? Have you gotten any bills yet for any ideas of floral arrangements or cakes or entrees or DJs or bands or all that good stuff?
Well,
bracing for it?
Let's just say the pocketbook is going downhill. And yes, we have the bills being paid, and then we got the deposits down, and it's quite the journey, but it's an exciting one. Sonia's more involved with Hannah, and I would be clueless on how to do a wedding and be creative and make it a great event. And so I know my role on the team, and it's to pay the bills
and show up on the big day and walk Hannah down the aisle. That's the other. It's a two-part deal, right?
Yeah. Well, I got one line, and I'll probably mess it up. And I already teased him that I'm just going to say her mother does.
You and I, we'll work on it, okay? Since talking allegedly is my thing, you and I can work on it. I'll get you prepped up before the big day, okay?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I got to lose some weight or something. I guess that's important. I got to walk down the aisle, to hand it off, like a football. Here's a handoff play. It's just, I don't want to be too funny, but I'm going to be funny somehow. Just definitely don't want to cry. I will cry before and after. I cried when they got engaged, and especially when I saw the video of the proposal. It was well done, unbelievable, well done. But yeah, it's an exciting time as parents, and just very happy for the both of them.
Well, congratulations to you guys. Congratulations to Hannah and Derek, who's playing baseball out at Liberty, finishing up his collegiate career. Let's talk about your team. Big win, 97 points over Mount Vernon Nazarene on Tuesday in that doubleheader before the snowpocalypse moved in over the last couple of days. Taylor Westgate was phenomenal again, but the player that really stood out to me was Ariel Dale. She had 8 straight points in a row in that first quarter. She finished the evening with 16 points, went 5 of 8 from the floor. She was really, really cooking there on Tuesday night.
Ariel brings a lot off the bench for me. She's a great spark, but she's so versatile. I can put her at any position as the starters may need it. Maybe someone's winded sooner than normal. Maybe someone tweaks a muscle or something. Ariel's able to fill those voids, and that's probably one of the things that we put together after Christmas break. We need to solidify a 5. Let's develop the bench. Who can be the spark off the bench? And it was hard. It was hard between Ariel and Clacy, but Clacy, as you know, is our 4th leading scorer. We need, offense wins games, defense will keep you in the games, and Ariel's been that great spark and playing very confident and swagger, and just real happy with her progress.
The other player that played with a lot of swagger Tuesday was Kayla Kirtley, the senior, 19 points, 7 of 15 shooting, and she was 7 of 8 from inside the arc. She was really, really key when you guys blew that thing open in the third quarter. What's it like to see her kind of maybe slowing down a little bit after a couple of rough outings? Yeah,
it was, especially with her senior year, and just we got to finish strong. We have a new vision. Our vision is to be the best team by tournament time. We just practices are upbeat. Kayla, I thought she had a great second half against Mount Vernon, even with her shoulder tweaked in that first moments there with the rebound. And but if she gets going, I mean, it opens up Taylor. So when you have 4 shooters on the outside with LJ, Meredith, Kayla, and Clacy, or you bring off people off the bench, it gives Taylor her one-on-one opportunities, and that's what happened on Wednesday night, and Taylor finished.
Your opponent today, as you mentioned, the Bethel University Pilots, under Doug Porter in this 3rd season, they're bringing that up and down, 5 in, 5 out, as you called it, chaos style that he started and took to Olivet Nazarene and now is implementing at Bethel. He's starting to get players that fit the system now. How tough of a matchup is this, particularly with all the snow coming in kind of messed around with practice plans and everything for a really, really tough team to scout for.
They're scary good because if they start hitting their threes, it only helps their press because then they're able to set up. The advantage is we have to rebound. Last time we played them, they had 28 offensive rebounds, and we just can't allow that against a team that guns the three. It's a tough closeouts. It's tough to manage the players that sub in 5 every 45 seconds or every 44 seconds maybe. Shout out to 44. And really, when you do the scout, you just give a little abbreviations, and we got our scouting report, and when they get in, we constantly give them reminders, hey, it's either C, we got some terminologies we use and closeouts, stat, whatever. I don't want to say all this because maybe there's an opponent listening today.
Yeah, don't give the secrets out.
Right. So anyway, we have our code system for defense, and then we just got to make sure we match up well. And the biggest thing is don't give them a free look. Make it contested. Get the hands up. Close out. They love to attack right-handed. It's like a dribble, drive, weave, and kick. They don't have a dominant post player like Westgate or Gretchen, but they just want to dribble and make you play defense.
Jody, thanks for the time. Good luck against Bethel.
Thank you. We'll see you afterwards.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online Tire Finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
First, for our visitors, from Bethel. Starting at forward, sophomore from Granger, Indiana, number 0, Carolyn Morris. At guard, a freshman from Markle, Indiana, number 5, Matt Shelton. At guard, a freshman from Newport, Indiana, number 15, Anna Jones. At forward, a freshman from Farmington, Michigan, number 21, Abby Williams. And at guard, a senior from Barcelona, Spain, number 33, Alba Garcia. The Pilots are coached by John Porter, and assisted by Brandon Walker and Ramsey Matthews. With the starting line, we are Taylor Trojans. Starting at guard, a senior from Martinsville, Indiana, number 3, Meredith Becker. At guard, a senior from Seymour, Indiana, number 10, Lauren James. At forward, a senior from Littleton, Indiana, number 12, Kayla Berkeley. At guard, a sophomore from White Ocean, Michigan, number 24, Lacey West. At forward, a sophomore from Indiana, number 23, Taylor Westgate. Your Trojans are coached by Joe Martinez and assisted by Cassidy Walker.
So the Trojans with their normal starting lineup. This has been the Marion General Hospital pregame show. A hug for Taylor head coach Jody Martinez for his youngest daughter, Jocelyn, as they take on his and his wife's alma mater, the Bethel University Pilots. The Pilots led by assistant coach Brandon Auker today. We did not see head coach Doug Porter. We hope Coach Porter is feeling okay. Trojans come in 11-10 overall, 5-4 in the Crossroads League. They're in fourth all by themselves. That's the final spot that will get to host a Crossroads League tournament game. Ball tapped and won by Bethel, and the Pilots quickly to the front court. West comes in, rips the ball away from behind of Maya Shelton, their leading scorer. And the first possession and a turnover, 9 seconds in. They leave Deckard open. That's a problem, but she'll miss it off the right side of the rim. Kirtley, her senior classmate, hustling for the ball as she was twirled around. She stepped on the baseline of that possession. We'll give it back to the Pilots of Bethel. Bethel comes in the top scoring team in the Crossroads League at 85 points per outing, but they also give up the most points per game as well at 89 per game. The Pilots in blue with gray letters and white numbers. The Trojans in white with purple numbers, purple letters, and the gold trim. Little zone look here, a little 1-2-2 zone for the Trojans. Far side, Alba Garcia. To the top of the key, Abby Williams. Back to Garcia, right side. Thought about a three. Deckard denied it. Good poke away on the entry pass by Westgate. And it's back-to-back turnovers on the first two possessions for the Bethel Pilots. Deckard open again. Left side three. That's an air ball. Couldn't find the rim as Deckard had a couple good threes the first time these teams met back in January. Far side, thought about a three, was Alba Garcia. And then to the left elbow, it's Williams. Drives on Westgate, throws on the bottom of the net. It's an 0 for start for both teams. 0 for 3 on the first three possessions are the Pilots. Nobody guards Westgate. She had too big of a bounce. It bounced over her head and was slapped out of play by Addie Jones. And here comes the first 5-in, 5-out sub of the afternoon here for Bethel. Well done, Matt, our PA announcer. 5-in, 5-out like a hockey line change. Nyla Assad, Callie McElroy. Deckard will bounce off to the wide open Clacy West. Off target left front rim. Coming in, crashing in was Taylor Westgate. Unable to get the miss were the Trojans. Near side, Jasmine Watson, then off to Maggie D-Boy. Open left side, high arcing three. Front rim, no. First shot is missed, but an offensive rebound is in there for Maggie D-Boy. Assad with the miss. And this three-point shot no good as well. Ball knocked around, loose inside, and it'll be a foul. Knocked out of bounds, with shots coming, or the ball staying here with Bethel. You heard about it in our pregame conversation with head coach Jody Martinez. Said offensive rebounds would be a key, as the Pilots had 28 when these teams met back in January. Mid-range jump shots and air ball on the near side by Watts. But the third offensive rebound of the early going is Bethel's. Assad tries to go down the left side of the lane. Up top, wide open, D-Boy for a three. Off the left side of the rim. Deckard tries to tap. She did. And it's gobbled up by Lauren James. Backcourt pressure. James slips it through two defenders. And now Deckard will bring it to the front court. They try to trap her. And now James operates on the right side circle. A minute and 50 seconds in, no score. West trying to change that. Her shot was no good as it rolled off the side of the rim. Assad with the miss, and she'll wheel it from right to left in blue. Little hesitation. Deckard cuts her off, and then it's back outside the arc for Bethel. Near side, Watts, open look at three. Off the left side of the rim. Off the floor, it's Kirtley's. And here comes Bethel the other way. James has it tapped away in the backcourt, and that allows the 5 fresh players to come in. Haley Shipp, Gisette Ezernak, Taylor Pasquale, Sandra Carlston, and number 34, Alasia Stewart, the third 5 that have played already here in the first less than 3 minutes. James drives, floats, misses. It's an armbar foul here against the Bethel Pilots, against Taylor Pasquale. This is Doug Porter's system that he implemented when he came in 3 years ago. It's been made famous by Olivet Nazarene. 5-in, 5-out, just like a hockey line change, about every 50 seconds to a minute. Neither team has scored so far. Bethel 0 of 7, Taylor 0 of 4. Deckard finds an open Westgate, mid-post left. James claps, open top of the key 3-ball. And there's our first basket of the afternoon. James had a bunch of threes in a row when Taylor blew the game open in the fourth quarter against Bethel in January when they scored 100 points. 3-0 Taylor. Near side faking a three, drive, Carlston, cut off. James makes her pick up the bounce, and it comes out near side to Shipp. Left side high, Stewart, outside the arc, thinking about a three. Carlston heaving up a three, top of the key. That one almost got scored on the left side of the rim on the Ezernak miss. Nobody boxed out Carlston, and she lays it in for 2. And then Clacy West fouled in the backcourt pressure by the aforementioned Ezernak. 3-2 the Taylor lead, another 5-in, 5-out here for the Bethel Pilots. Taylor getting owned on the glass right now, 7-5, including 4-1 on the offensive glass. Full court pressure put on by the Pilots as the starters back on the floor here for BU. Backcourt pressure. Kirtley fires it to the floor near side to Decker. Trailing the play is James. She'll skip it to the wide open Clacy West. Open look at three off the left side of the rim. When Eckert hustles, try to save it in. She'll go diving into the stands. And now she'll hustle back on defense. Quick 5-on-4 as Bethel looks for the lead on a three right side. That one glances off the right side of the rim. Another offensive rebound was there. Taylor unable to get to it as Alba Garcia kept it away. The miss was from Maya Shelton. Still a 3-2 Taylor lead. James drives and kicks. West trying to find her first three. That one will be short as West starts 0 of 3 from distance. The Trojans 1 of 6. But then Deckard gets the steal in the backcourt as they force another Bethel turnover. Less than 4 minutes in, we've already seen 17 shots attempted. The 18th shot is a rattled-in three from the left side by Meredith Deckard. 6-2 the Taylor advantage. And here comes Bethel all the way there. Addie Jones drives, and Westgate will force a traveling call against the Pilots. Unit 2 in for BU. Ariel Dale in for the Trojans. He replaces Clacy West. Remember, Dale had the 8 points in a row on Tuesday in that key first quarter stretch. He finished with 16 points on 5 of 8 shooting. Full court press as Dale gets the inbounds pass baseline. To the middle of the floor, James telegraphed it and stolen. McElroy will slip and fall out of bounds. And now the Trojan guards will get an earful from head coach Jody Martinez. The telegraph pass, McElroy read it, and BU gives it away for the 4th time here in the opening quarter. 6-2 start as both teams shooting not well from the floor. From the baseline to our left, it's flung all the way to midcourt from Kirtley to Westgate, and Taylor gets it into their offensive side of the floor, leading 6-2. Kirtley open in the 2-3 zone for Bethel. Right block, Westgate. Quick passing, Deckard. Kirtley contested three. Off, it'll be an air ball, but she was banged into by Callie McElroy, and that gets Kirtley 3 free throws. Third one on Bethel here in this opening quarter. Pasquale, Ezernak, and McElroy, the guilty parties. Kirtley, a 71% free throw shooter, was a perfect 5 of 5 on Tuesday and gets her first point of the afternoon right here. Third different score for the Trojans with 2 more free throws to come. Kirtley was really special in that second half, and the win over Mount Vernon Nazarene Tuesday on her way to 19 points. 1 more free throw to come as she's made the first 2. And here's number 3. Off the back of the rim, too strong. And it's rebounded by BU. Their second unit in here with McElroy finds the trailer. Near side, James got a hand on it as they tried to find D-Boy on the near side of the floor. 8-2 the Taylor lead. They're 2 of 8 from the floor. Both of their field goals have been threes. Bethel's 1 of 10 from the floor. They have yet to hit a 3 here this afternoon. McElroy defended by James in the Taylor man-to-man. D-Boy, Assad had it poked away by Dale, heaving a 3 right side. Nope, that one was long, but another offensive rebound down low for Bethel, putting it up and in Jasmine Watts. Another offensive rebound, the 5th one of the opening quarter, and the full court press, it's broken, and now it's a 2-on-2. Dale, open, Deckard, right side 3. That one rolls in for 3 and white. After missing her first 2 triples, Deckard has canned 2 in a row, and the Trojans don't blink. They lead by 7, 11-4. Pitch back, Kinker. D-Boy, ball stolen away by the Trojans. Now it's a 2-on-2. Deckard with pressure to her right, gives it off to Dale from behind. Will float it out, and it's intercepted on a poorly thrown pass as Assad will throw it too far up the floor. McElroy will miss it, and both teams sloppy on that possession. It will stay with Taylor in an uncharacteristic fashion. Unit 3 in here for BU. Pasquale, Carlston, Ship, Ezernak, and Stewart. 11-4 the Taylor lead, their biggest lead here of the early going. And again, the full court press put on by the Pilots. James passed too far for Westgate, stolen away in the backcourt by Stewart. Then she'll travel right in front. Got a little caught about where her teammates were, bounced the ball, traveled. And this has been a sloppy last few possessions for both sides after Taylor had found their rhythm offensively. The 2 teams have combined for 11 first quarter turnovers. That matches the total 11 points. High pass near sideline. Kirtley tiptoes and gets it. James will telegraph it. Stewart will poke it away. She came in from behind of Dale. Another bad patch to the Trojans as Clacy West will come to the scores table. Stewart perimeter left as they shoot on the basket to our left through the Bethel Pilots, clad in blue. To the top and Ship, stepping out right side high, Ezernak. Bouncing low to Stewart. Lefty drive around the arc. Still plenty of time to shoot. Bullets one in to the near side corner and Ship. Ball kicked out of bounds by the left sneaker of Kayla Kirtley of Taylor. Clacy West in for Taylor. And the starters back in for Bethel in Morris, Shelton, Jones, Williams, and Garcia. Everyone that is dressed has played so far today for Bethel. Williams get it in near sideline with some heavy tape around that right wrist and right thumb. Driving is Shelton. Low bounce pass up top is Jones. Euro step in, and she traveled. Going down the right side of the lane. Good defense by the Trojans in the man-to-man. That's turnover number 8 for the visitors here in quarter 1. Bethel averages the most turnovers in the Crossroads League at 27 per game, but they also force the most at 29. Taylor quickly breaks the press. Low pass Deckard. Fumbled out of bounds by Westgate. She tried to save it in, and then Shelton bumped from behind as she got the steal. Taylor had a quick 2-on-1, but the pass was low, and Westgate gave it away. Low pass will be swung out to the near side, and Jones, a 3 from the near side, is swished as finally Bethel gets one to go after missing their first 7 triple tries. That draws the Pilots to within 4. Bad pass in the basket as it was telegraphed and stolen by Jones, who just made the 3. Little floater from the league logo. Rolls off the right side of the rim. Tapped out to the shooter Garcia, who will regroup. Garcia to the paint. Caught between 2 defenders, and it'll be a block on the Maya Shelton try on either Kirtley or Westgate. Gretchen Mall will come in for the first time here today. Westgate out for the Trojans. Unit 2 in for Bethel. Assad, McElroy, D-Boy, along with, that's 22 Kinker. And the inbounder is the aforementioned McElroy. Jasmine Watts, the other one in for the Pilots. It's 11-7 Taylor. Both teams have made 3 field goals. Taylor 3 of 9, Bethel 3 of 14. Assad, jitterbugs on the high right side and then backs it out. Kinker, open left side high 3. She'll roll that one in as the Trojans were late to close out. Back-to-back triples for Bethel's drawn them to within 1 after trailing by a game-high 7. Backcourt pressure again. James will float to the front court in West, but knocked out of her hands. Loosed out of bounds. It went off of West's foot. It'll stay here with Bethel as the Pilots bench screams, saying it should go there in their favor as it was right in front of their eyes. And now our 2 officials, 2 of them will talk on the far side. They'll overturn the call and give it to Bethel, as that ball took a late bounce off of Clacy West's shoes. 8th turnover for Taylor. And that's 8 turnovers in the quarter as well for Bethel, as both teams have been sloppy with the ball. This pass thrown to nobody, and so Deckard will scoop it up. It's a 2-on-1 with West. Right side layup, good for a deuce. The pitch back was thrown back by, it looked like D-Boy. Nobody was home, and that was easy work for the Trojans. Their lead is up to 3. Assad jitters. Tries to step in, and she'll be called for the travel on the right side. Assad, a real fun player to watch with the ball in her hand. The 5'5 guard, really shifty out of LaPorte. Jillian Oswald in for the Trojans. He replaces Lauren James. So Kirtley, West, and Deckard are the only starters on the floor right now for Taylor. Maul's high pass was deflected away by the 5'5 Assad, and then saving it, and then Oswald will steal it away off the floor from McElroy. And then Oswald will be tackled from behind by D-Boy. That's a foul on her. And the 4th one on Bethel, and now the Trojans get another earful here from head coach Jody Martinez. Not enough talking out there for the head coach's liking. Unit 3 in for Bethel. This is Ezernak, Ship, Pasquale, and Alasia Stewart. 13-10, the Taylor lead. They're 4 of 10 from the floor. Bethel 4 of 15. Front court pass, open Kirtley, left sideline 3 ball. Hits hard off the front rim. Maul goes up over the world and lays it in for a deuce. Some of Gretchen's best games have come against this Bethel club, and she pushes the Taylor lead to 5. Stewart on a pitch back, tied up by Deckard, right elbow extended, pivoting and bouncing outside to Pasquale. Ship to the near side. Taylor moves around in their 2-3 zone. Bad pass intercepted on a high offering by Kirtley. She'll wheel to the front court and hit the brakes. Far sideline Deckard. She sees Maul crashing to the paint, who goes up and will be called on the foul on the floor. Good hustle by Maul to go sprinting down the lane, and the Trojans fed the 6'4 junior, and she'll go to the line for 2 as the Trojans in the double bonus. First on Hallie Ship. Haley Harrison along with Ariel Dale will come in for Taylor. First time we've seen Harrison today, as Deckard and West will exit. Currently right now the only Trojan starter that is yet to exit here for Taylor in this opening quarter. A 15-10 Taylor lead. Maul to the line for a pair. First one is swished. Gretchen a 40% free throw shooter this year. That's 3 in a row for G. And that one too strong off the heel. And Taylor's lead is 6, one off of their game-high lead of 7, as here comes Bethel wheeling from right to left in blue. Ship didn't know her stance, and she steps out of bounds on the near sideline. And you guessed it, here's 5 new Bethel players. Their starters: Morris, Shelton, Jones, Williams, and Garcia. 2:05 to go, quarter number 1. Taylor ahead 16-10 here in the opening stanza. Going for the season sweep of the Pilots. Kirtley in her backcourt. Contested pass hauled in by the 6'4 Maul. Her pass to Oswald was tipped, and Jillian keeps her dribble alive around 3 different Bethel players in the backcourt. Taylor to the front. Haley Harrison open. They'll fling it near side to Dale on the perimeter right. Kirtley right side circle. Bounce off to Oswald. Her three-point shot is blocked, but Jillian gets her own miss. Pivoting, ripping it away. Kirtley bluffs and got a head fake. Pulls up, free throw line J. Back rim is too strong. Rising over everyone will be Abby Williams to haul in the miss for BU. They trail by 6. Jumping in the air as Shelton, she hauls it in and pivots. Caught on the left block, defended by the 6'4 Maul, and they'll get Gretchen for the reach-in as she had her hands down against the pivoting Shelton. First foul against a Taylor player here in the opening stanza. And 5 new players coming in for BU. James and Westgate return for the Trojans. And Taylor trying to keep their cardio up. They've played all but 2 of their players here in this opening frame. Make it the second foul on Taylor in the stanza. The first on Maul. Assad rising for a high arcing 3. It'll graze the bottom of the net but did not go through the rim. Westgate gets the miss and she'll outlet it left sideline in the backcourt to James. Still backcourt Westgate, near sideline Harrison, near sideline Dale. Tiptoes and keeps it in. She'll skip it all the way to the far sideline where James will heave a 3 and miss it. Tried to draw the foul and it will not. It will fall on deaf ears. One hand heave up the floor for Bethel. On the baseline as Watts caught, dribbles, but her right hand turnaround is missed off glass. James will have the rebound poked away by Assad, and Assad disagrees with that as she's called for the reach-in, her first. The good news for Bethel, even though they put Taylor in the penalty, is none of their players have gotten more than 1 foul. Here's James in the line for 2, where she's shooting 88% this season. And Macy Woods will come in. She'll replace Kayla Kirtley, who finally gets a breather. Decker leads the way for Taylor with 6. 3 for James, 2 for Kirtley, 2 for West, and 3 for Maul. And now 4 for James after her early 3-point basket. Taylor up 17-10. Trying to get their biggest lead of the afternoon at 8. Yep. James, the third-team All-American a year ago, shooting her best career free throw shooting percentage, knocking on the door of 90%. It's an 8-point Taylor lead. As a good kick out right sideline. Open look at 3 for Bethel. Back rim too long. Assad with the miss. Rising off glass is good for 2. Good offensive rebound for Assad. The 3-point miss was Watts's, and that brings Bethel to within 6. Baseline, left sideline, James in the double team. Wraps it to Westgate, near sideline Dale, and now Taylor off to the races. 2-on-1 Dale. Haley Harrison for a 3. Swish from perimeter right. Big triple for Haley Harrison. A standing ovation from her teammates off the bench. And Taylor's lead is 9. Assad cannot make it 7 as her floaters missed. Then Harrison dives on the floor and plays keep away from Assad. Excellent 2-minute stretch for Haley Harrison. 5 in, 5 out for Bethel with 18 8/10 of a second left to go here in the first quarter. It's a 21-12 lead as Woods will get it in on the baseline to our left in the backcourt. 4 Bethel players back to hound 3 Taylor players. Pass in traffic, James falls and tips it off to the inbounder Macy Woods. Far sideline Dale caught, James up near sideline Harrison. Tried to work it into the cutting Westgate, but the pass was deflected and stolen by Caroline Morris of Bethel. 5 to go in the opening quarter. Down low, big dribble, almost lost it. That's a traveling violation against Abby Williams. That's the second or third time we've seen that happen to a Bethel player here in the opening quarter. Turnover number 14 for BU. Taylor's given it away 10 times. 2.8 to go. Woods will heave it up the floor. Nobody home except Abby Williams in the backcourt for Bethel. Near midcourt, they won't get a shot off. And that will go off the shot clock. And that will send us to the second quarter. After 1 is Taylor 21 and Bethel 12 here on the Trojan Sports Network.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greeks' specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greeks Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greeks Pizzeria, it's our taste.
Starters out there for Taylor as we start the second quarter. Bethel shot 25% in the first, Taylor at 38%. Trojans with a 9-point lead. Bethel with the ball, both starters on the floor. Catch and shoot three, left side high, off the right side of the glass, nothing else. But another offensive rebound will slip away from Bethel on the miss from Addie Jones, her first miss from three today. But then a reach-in the backcourt by Alba Garcia is the first one on Bethel here in quarter number 2. The Pilots are the most foul-prone team in the Crossroads League at 22 fouls per game. So it's a high possibility that Taylor could be in the bonus every quarter here this afternoon if you play the law of averages. Trojans break the backcourt pressure, and then they're going to call a violation on Lauren James for a carry on the far sideline. James disagrees with this. She now gets an earful from head coach Jody Martinez. James looking for an explanation as the second unit for Bethel comes in. Remember, if you're just joining us, head coach Doug Porter, who's not here today, acting head coach is Brandon Auker. 5 in, 5 out every 50 seconds or so. And threes aplenty. McElroy drives. Her pass was tipped. Taylor couldn't get to it, and that's a missed layup on the right side by Kinker. Is tapped out, and then Kirtley fouled in the backcourt. This one by number 25, Jasmine Watts. We have played 37 seconds in the second quarter, and Bethel already has 2 fouls against them. The two teams have 26 turnovers so far. As a telegraph pass, Assad and West go out of bounds. And they're going to say that Assad was the one that stepped out of play, so Taylor will now inbound in front of their own bench on the far sideline as they go from left to right here in quarter 2. Taylor's telegraphed a lot of passes here in this first half so far. That is not good when you're playing a pesky team in Bethel that pressures you from the opening tip. Deckard around the half-court trap. Westgate swings to James, a 3-over-2 defenders. Long off the heel of the rim. West came in, tried to get it away. She could not. It's rebounded down low by Maggie D-Boy. James has missed 2 threes in a row after making her first. Deckard gets a piece of the pass, and it goes out of bounds. Standing ovation for her 2 teammates out today, Lauren Farb and Ava Henson, both out with upper body injuries. Kinker to deal in the near sideline. Assad around a screen. Kirtley defends her. Assad attacks, floats right hand. Good contest from Westgate, but Assad got it off and floated it in for 2. Second field goal for Assad. She's got 4. James will streak up the near sideline, up to Deckard. Open look at 3. They don't defend her. She pulls and hits. Third 3 in a row for Meredith Deckard. And the Trojans lead by 10. Their first double-figure lead of the afternoon. Good up and under move. Westgate got the block. And the Trojan faithful beside themselves. As going up and under was Jasmine Watts. They thought Westgate got the block before the body contact came in. First on Westgate, first on Taylor here in stanza 2. And here is unit number 3 for Bethel. That is Taylor Pasquale, Hallie Ship. Jasmine Watts remains at the line. Alasia Stewart. 66% from the stripe is Watts. She makes the first with 1 more to come. Sandra Carlston waits at the scores table for BU. And she'll have to stay there as the second free throw missed by Jasmine Watts. West caught in the backcourt. Kirtley telegraphed it. Westgate able to rip it away and give off to her classmate, the sophomore Clacy West. Trailing is James, top of the key, no-look dish, trying to go 4 in a row. Deckard, and Deckard is got flames coming off those fingertips. 12 in the opening half for the flamethrower Meredith Deckard, who then gets a defensive stop as the ball deflected out of play. It's going back to Taylor. Welcome back, Meredith Deckard. And just like that, the Trojans lead is 12. West, pass deflected, gets it back in the backcourt. Near sideline, James. They leave Deckard open. She'll drive right to the rack for an easy right-hand finish. It's Meredith Deckard's opening half. 14 for Deckard on 5 of 7 shooting. 14-point Taylor lead. Ezernak tied up. Weston Kirtley, possession arrow back to the Trojans. And now the Trojans all gas, no break right now, 2 minutes into quarter 2. Lauren Farb on the bench knows what's up. Starters back in for Bethel. 5 in, 5 out. Kirtley to get it in, near side corner, backcourt West. To the baseline, and Kirtley fakes a pass, got around the defender. James almost lost it, dribbles away far side with 4 in the backcourt. Here's Clacy West, and now they shadow Deckard. That's smart when you've made 4 threes on the afternoon, including 4 in a row. Westgate bluffs a 3, got her defender in the air. Deckard trying to go 5 in a row. That one just off the left side of the rim. Westgate soars in for the miss, and James will regroup on the far side. 14 in this opening half for Meredith Deckard. Clacy West a 3, and the foul as she got hit on the body by Addie Jones. First 3 of the day for Clacy West and a chance at a 4-point play. Taylor has outscored Bethel 11-3 here in the second frame. Make it 12-3 as West converts on the 4-point play. 33-15 as the Trojans have blown this thing open here 2.5 minutes into the second stanza. Driving and floating and getting the kiss off the glass is Abby Williams. An aggressive drive for the tallest player on the Bethel roster. 33-17 Taylor. West will drive back out to Deckard, who now draws the eyes of every Bethel defender. Smart. Deckard to the volleyball line, near corner West. Into the right block, Westgate swings it along to Kirtley, keeps her heels inside that far sideline and swishes another triple. 8th 3 of the opening half for the Trojans, and the first one for Kirtley. Bethel on the other end, banging and missing down low will be Maya Shelton. Deckard's pass was deflected, but it got to James on the left sideline as she glides to the front court. Trying to get away from a double team. Volleyball line past Deckard. Dribbles around with ease. West draws 2. Right corner Kirtley. Deckard wanted to go backdoor Westgate. Instead, it's a James left side high 3. That's perfect. And the Trojans are blowing the doors off of Bethel here in the second quarter. It's a 39-17 Trojan lead. And answering with a 3 near side, Alba Garcia, and a desperation 30-second timeout to just get new bodies on the floor for Bethel will come in here. 30-second timeout, and that is the one thing, if you can get consecutive shots in order, that does not allow Bethel to get fresh bodies on the floor.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
We thank you for making us part of your Saturday afternoon. Just a couple more home games left for the Taylor Trojans in this regular season. They're on the road at Spring Arbor next Wednesday, and then here with Grace next Saturday, and Indiana Wesleyan the Wednesday after that. Ball tapped out of bounds by the second unit, Jasmine Watts, along with Callie McElroy, Nyla Assad, who's a really fun player to watch, Maggie D-Boy, as now Westgate will spin away from pressure, trying to help, and they'll get Westgate for a travel along the far side of the floor. Katie Kinker rounds out the 5 here for BU. 6:13 left to go. Taylor has outscored Bethel 18-8 here in the second frame, and they lead by 19, once leading by as many as 22 after the James 3 ball. Near side, Watts fakes left, goes right, drives in, big Euro step. She'll throw it hard off the glass, and the miss is hauled in by the Trojans' Taylor Westgate. The Trojans' top rebounder, the best rebounder in the Crossroads League at 12 per game. Deckard will race away from pressure, bounce down to the baseline. West, extra pass, down low, Kirtley. Beautifully done by the Trojans. Kirtley's got 7-5 here in the second quarter, and the Trojans lead by 21. 3, back rim twice. Deckard rebound went between both her and Assad's legs. Then it's spun out to the near side, teeing up another 3 ball. That one long again. Into the air, it's missed by McElroy. And off the tip, James will have it. Alternating possession arrow will send it back to Taylor. No, it should stay here with Bethel. They never switched the arrow. And here comes the starting unit back in for BU. Ariel Dale will come in for Taylor, replacing Clacy West. The Trojans, they didn't flip the possession arrow. Now they will. The Trojans have James, Westgate, Dale, Kirtley, and Deckard for their 5 starters out there. Bethel's got their 5 starters. Morris, Jones who will deal it in, Shelton Williams, and Garcia. Near side, Garcia keeps her foot from the near sideline. They spin it around right side. Jones, quick release on that 3, long, into the air. Kirtley goes in and hauls in the miss for TU. Back-to-back misses for Jones as James will slow it up left side. Bullets to one across. A Bethel player falls down. Deckard will whip it into Westgate, who finishes with a strong left hand. First basket for Taylor. Westgate and the Trojans lead by 23, 43-20. Morris drives, caught between Westgate and Deckard, threw it off the bottom of the rim, rebounded by Westgate as she closes in on double-figure rebounds. James will bring it up from the backcourt. Near side open, Deckard for her 5th 3 of the afternoon! And Meredith Deckard's throwing everything in from every parking lot on campus! 11 second quarter points for the senior Meredith Deckard. Garcia can't answer on the other end, and then James rips a rebound away and draws a foul on Bethel. 17 for Meredith Deckard on 5 of 8 shooting. She could close her eyes now and make it from midcourt if she wanted. Deckard has almost outscored Bethel by herself. It's currently Taylor 46, Bethel 20, and Meredith Deckard 17. 4 subs will come in for the Trojans. They'll let Deckard get a breather, along with Kirtley, James, and Westgate. Dale, the only one to remain on the floor, with Macy Woods, Jillian Oswald, Gretchen Mall, and Haley Harrison in for the home side. Unit 2 in for Bethel. This is McElroy, Assad, D-Boy, Kinker, and Watts. Oswald, Woods, out there with the junior Dale, the junior Mall, and the junior Harrison. So 2 freshmen and the 2 juniors. Dale had her back turned. Taylor almost got a backcourt violation, stolen by the Pilots going in. Woods will get Kinker on the arm, and Kinker will have to earn her 2 points from the free throw line. First one on Woods, second one on Taylor here in the quarter. The Trojans have shot the nets off the rim here in the second quarter. They've moved their game average to 56%. Bethel's still shooting just 25%. First free throw good for Kinker. She's an excellent free throw shooter at 83%. 25-point Taylor lead, and it stays that way as the rebound missed. Woods tied up, and the held ball will send it back to TU. Woods had to try to wrestle that one away from D-Boy and Watts. 25-point Taylor lead. It's been as big as 26 with 4:29 remaining here in the second half as every player on both teams in the backcourt to our left. Woods on the baseline to Oswald, and that'll be an easy reach-in foul on Callie McElroy. Her second, team's 3rd of the quarter. As Deckard gets up and offers encouragement for the bench across from us. Shot clock's at 29. They'll reset that bad boy to 30. Taylor led by 9 at the break. They have outscored Bethel 25-9 here in the second frame. As the Trojans have not missed, and Bethel's been able to find the bottom of the cup. Harrison's pass was deflected. She got it back. Oswald with 4 to get it across. Does. Racing up perimeter right. Stops and pivots on her left foot. One hand wrap to Harrison. Now off to Macy Woods. Floating left side to Dale. This is where she was hot from in the first half. And Dale from way outside bangs home a 3 from perimeter left. 49-21. The Taylor onslaught continues here in the second. 3 on the other end made by Bethel. Looks like Kinker might have gotten that triplet. It was. It's her second. Beautiful pass. Oswald catches, goes in for a right-hand layup. No good, but Maul was right there to clean it up. An unbelievable one-handed pass that floated beautifully from end to end. And a timeout on the floor for Bethel. It's a substitution timeout, so take one of their 2 remaining 30s away. The three-point shot was made by Kinker. That's her second. She's got 6 points. As Garcia on the near side, the starter's back out there for Bethel. Shelton got around Dale, went for the back tap, and they'll get Dale, I think, for hooking her with her left hand around the waist. First on Dale, third on Taylor here in the second, as the Trojans have blown this thing open in this second quarter, outscoring Bethel 28-11. In the second frame, they lead 51-24. Left block, Shelton spins, goes through contact, hangs on the rim and drops, as she got one of 3 different Taylor players reaching in. And that's the second one on Dale. That's a tough break for the Trojan spark plug off the bench. Her second, fourth one on Taylor in the quarter. Maya Shelton, their leading scorer, will complete the three-point play. And those are her first points here of the afternoon. And the Trojans will go 5 in, 5 out. Westgate, James, West, Deckard, and Kirtley. The 5 starters back on the floor to replace Oswald, Maul, Harrison, Dale, Woods. And that's it. Far sideline West in the backcourt, near sideline James. Across the timeline, here comes the half-court trap. Reads it and bouncing off to Kirtley. Bullets in, high right block. Westgate dribbles left block, double team, kick out West. Out to Deckard for another 3. That one short off the front rim, and it's rebounded by Caroline Morris. Just the 4th miss from 3 today. Garcia goes up, angles in midair, and banks it in off glass. All 5 of Garcia's points have come in the quarter, and Taylor's lead is down to 51-29. West will dribble up the near sideline with a player on her back. She finds some open space right to the rack. She will get the roll and the foul. Good attack from Claycy West. 8 for West, 6 here in this quarter. Fouls on Abby Williams, her first, the 5th one against Bethel. And Unit 2 comes in here for BU. Taylor shooting the ball unbelievably, 57% from the field, 50% from 3. That's been able to stymie their 16 turnovers in the game so far. Bethel has 17 as West completes the three-point play. 9 for her, 7 in the quarter. And Taylor leads 54-29. But the Trojans have scored 16 points of the 17 giveaways by Bethel. Assad, left side high, one-hand pass. So Taylor goes to a 2-3 zone. McElroy into the paint. Assad pulls up, off-balance floater, missed it off the left side of the rim, but Assad got her own miss. Heaving up a 3 left side. McElroy, it's short off the front rim, hit the rim twice, and then went right down to Assad, who laid it in for a deuce. 6 for Nyla Assad. That ball hit the rim, and then if it didn't hit it a second time, it would have been Westgate's rebound. Instead, it became Assad's. 54-31, the Taylor lead. They've led, and then James will travel on the near side. Good little defense there by BU to step in front of the passing lane and make James think twice of it. 17th turnover for Taylor. Taylor's assisted on 14 of their 18 baskets. Here against Bethel today, they lead by 23. Garcia right side to the right block, and Morris. Good defense by Kirtley. Pivoting Morris, high pass, hauling it in Shelton. Down the left side of the lane, pivots in, and she'll be called for the travel. Good up and down defense there by Claycy West. 2:07 to go here in the second quarter. Bethel without their head coach, Doug Porter, today. We hope all is well with Coach Porter. Brandon Ocker leading the charge today. In the backcourt, West up the near sideline. To the back to the middle of the floor, James of the front court. Now the half-court trap on James, pivoting, looking for help, steps through, falls down, gives it off to Westgate, took her eyes off it, almost lost it, got it back. That lets West sneak away, and then almost was able to catch Addie Jones in the air as she bit on the pimp fake. First on Jones, and Taylor's in the double bonus with $1:53 left to go here in half number 1. Taylor has scored 33 points here in this second quarter. The Trojans normally just average 35 points in the first half in total. 2 free throws for Claycy West. That one will spin off the right side of the rim. West
trying to become the second Trojan in double figures, joining Meredith Deckard's nuclear hot first half of 17 points on 5 triples. And now get her to 10, 8 here in quarter number 2. It's a 55-31 Taylor advantage. Jones trying to go end-to-end. West cut her off on the right block. One-hand bounce pass right block, almost lost out of play by Shelton. Lefty drive, Kirtley comes in, got it from behind, and they will say that Kirtley either got her on the reach-in or on a hip check. They'll get her on the reach-in. That's the second one on Kirtley and the 5th one on Taylor. And so that puts Bethel to the line for 2. 4 subs in because Shelton has to stay and shoot the free throws. This is unit number 2. McElroy, D-Boy, Kinker, and Watts with Assad ready to check in. First free throw good from Maya Shelton. She's Bethel's leading scorer, 12 points per game, the freshman out of Markle, Indiana. And she'll switch the second. All 5 of her points have come here in the second frame. And Assad will come in to complete the line change. 55-33 with 100 seconds left to go here in quarter number 2. Taylor from left to right and white. Tiptoeing his west far sideline, in traffic to Westgate near midcourt. Back near side, good read by Assad to get that left hand back. Goes 1 against 3 and lays it in with a nice Euro step left side. 8 for Nyla Assad, and now Taylor trying to break the backcourt pressure. West, left side of the lane, stops, pitching back to Westgate, and they'll wave it off on a West travel. 20-point Taylor lead, 55-35. Their biggest lead in this quarter and in the game has been near 30. Assad, really good at attacking the basket. Lefty drive, spins, trying to go up and under on West. She'll throw it into Gretchen Mall, who is not in the game. Good catch from G. Turnover number 19 for Bethel in the half. Currently out, Dale in for Taylor with 1:12 separating us from halftime. Dale to deal it in. Little handoff right inside to James. Assad picks her up in the backcourt. James gets away, got away from 2, and it's a reach-in on either McElroy or Assad, who got her on the forearm. That's Assad. That's her second. And Taylor already in the bonus, so 2 free throws coming for James. 8 points, 5 rebounds, 4 dimes for James today. Curley knocking on the door of a double-double. She's got 7 points and 6 rebounds here in the half. First one good from James. She's got 9, trying to be the 3rd Trojan in double figures here in this first half. And she is, 5 in each quarter. She joins Deckard's 17 and West's 10 with 10 of her own. The Trojans lead by 22. 3 heaved up right side off the front rim, goes off of the basket support. That one missed right side by Jasmine Watts. And the starting unit comes back in for Bethel. Morris, Shelton, Jones, Williams, Garcia. Taylor has blown this thing open. They led by 9 at the quarter break. They lead by 22. Their biggest lead was close to 30 earlier in this stanza. Less than a minute to go. Dale will hit the brakes. Backcourt still with James. She'll cross the center jump circle. Floats right sideline to West. Bluffed, and then she was able to draw Jones in the air, who collides into her. That's the second one on Jones. Make it the 3rd one on Jones. She's the first pilot in foul trouble. And the clock stops with 50 and 7/10 of a second left to go here in quarter number 2. 2 free throws for West. First one good. 9 in this quarter for West. And West will make it 10. So she and Deckard have combined to score 21 points here in this second quarter. They've outscored Bethel by themselves in the second frame. 59-35 the Taylor lead. Barely glancing the front rim was a 3-point shot by Abby Williams. Long rebound got by Clacy West. Flings it back to Deckard, then to the front court near sideline Dale. About 9 seconds between game and shot clock. Deckard open left side. Westgate triple teamed. She'll try to power way through. Turns and will miss a lefty turnaround off the left side of the rim. Just the second shot for Westgate today, as Bethel's done a really good job of keeping her out of this one from an offensive standpoint, but Taylor has still scored 59 first half points. Armbar Clacy West, her first, and 2 free throws upcoming for Maya Shelton. First one on the quick release is swished. All 6 of Shelton's points here in this second quarter. 18 and a tenth of a second left. Shelton makes them both. She's got 7. One off of Assad's team high 8. Assad comes back in with unit 2 of McElroy, DeBoy, Kinker, and Watts. Shot clock turned off. Taylor leading by 22 with 18.1 to go. Dale, far sideline West, trying to cut off that far baseline. DeBoy, West turns, almost getting a fingertip on it was Watts. James able to get it, picks up the bounce with double team here on the near side. James loses it, falls on the floor, and that's a bad decision by the Trojans. The held ball will send it back to Bethel as they can hold for the final shot with 5 9/10 of a second remaining in quarter 2. Deckard and West have combined for 21 second quarter points. Bethel scored 25 as a team. We'll see what they call up here. Backcourt pass. Nobody back to help out Williams. And then going over and back is going to be Nyla Assad. She had her pivot foot as her left foot, but then that right foot scooted in the front court, then to the back court. After Taylor had a bad possession, turnover number 20 in the first half for Bethel gives it back to TU. The two teams have combined for 40 first half turnovers, 20 aside. And Taylor leads by 22. Now they can have the final shot as Kirtley will get it in down below us front court. Backdoor lob. Westgate goes up and over. Everyone lays it in with a left hand. Ear-to-ear smile from Kirtley and Westgate. Assad will fling it to the other end, and that's how the first half will come to a close. The Trojans blow things open in the second quarter, scoring 40, yes, 40 second quarter points, and they lead at halftime 61-37.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. From our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 4 different levels of membership for you to choose from. Each level receives complimentary season tickets, while the Athletic Director's Circle and Trojan MVP levels receive gifts from the athletic department. Over the years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-4331 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage.
The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greek's Pizzeria, it's our taste.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. From our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 4 different levels of membership for you to choose from. Each level receives complimentary season tickets, while the Athletic Director's Circle and Trojan MVP levels receive gifts from the athletic department. Over the years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-4331 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greek's Pizzeria, it's our taste.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express, we're there so you can be too.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965 when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones.
We have all sufficiently caught our breath from that electrifying first half where the Trojans lead 61-37 here as we get ready to start, the second half of play. Taylor outscored Bethel 40-25 in that second quarter. The Trojans shot 13 of 18 from the floor and 7 of 10 from three. Taylor had 3 double-figure scores in that first half. They were Meredith Deckard, who was just white hot. 17 points for Meredith, 6 of 10 shooting, 5 of 9 from three, including a stretch of 4 straight makes from downtown. 10 points for Lauren James, 12 for Clacy West. She had 10 in that second quarter. 7 for Kayla Kirtley, 4 for Taylor Westgate, and 5 for Gretchen Mall off the Taylor bench. 3 for Ariel Dale off the bench as well, playing, and 3 points for Haley Harrison on the 3 in the first quarter. Jillian Oswald and Macy Woods both played, but did not score. All but 2 players played for Bethel in that opening half. They were led by Nyla Assad, who had 8 points in a reserve role, 7 for Maya Shelton, 7 as well for Katie Kinker, 5 for Alba Garcia, 2 for Jasmine Watts, 2 for Abby Williams, 3 for Addie Jones, 2 for Sandra Carlston, and Caroline Morris, Taylor Pasquale, Gisette Ezernak, Hallie Ship, Callie McElroy, Maggie Deboy all played, and Alasia Stewart all played but did not score in that first half. So there you go. There are your first half stats, brought to you by BSN Sports. This is the first game of a women's and men's doubleheader. The men of Taylor and Bethel will lock horns coming up 25 minutes after this one. Both teams had 20 turnovers in the first half. Taylor scored 19 points off the giveaways. Bethel scored 9. Starters on the floor for both teams. Taylor will start with the rock. They go from right to left in white. It's James, West, Deckard, Kirtley, and Westgate. Good pass from Deckard, a little mid-range. West, back rim long. Westgate rebound, putback was blocked. And now it'll be Bethel's first turn to the basket as Addie Jones will come up the near sideline. She finds Alba Garcia, guarded by James in the man-to-man. Westgate with a block on the other end, but Morris able to fight through and put it in for 2 on her first basket of the afternoon. So Bethel comes down and gets the first 2 points after halftime. They trail 61-39. Taylor shot 56% from the floor in the first half. Lob in from West to Kirtley, pushed from behind. She'll finish with a right hand and get the 2 points right back. 9 for Kayla Kirtley. And it's back up to a 63-39 or 24-point Taylor lead. Here comes the second unit for Bethel. It was Caroline Morris who got the first basket. James on the reach-in for Taylor, her first, team's first. The second unit of McElroy, Assad, D-Boy, Kinker, and Watts come in for BU. They're in blue. They shoot on the basket to our right. Watts, a catch-and-shoot 3, will glance off the left side of the rim. For the 4th or 5th time today, a rebound almost went between the Trojan player's legs. Watts 0 of 4 from distance. Deckard races up the far sideline. Taylor head coach Jody Martinez looks for a foul. Westgate will try to throw it to Kirtley on the weak side. It went off the rim on the pass, and then thankfully for the Trojans, Watts couldn't gather it in. Westgate had 2 different options to deal it off to. Tried to go to Kirtley on the opposite block, and that one fell through the hands of Watts, and it stays with Taylor. 1 minute and 6 seconds gone in the third. Both teams have 2 points. Kirtley trying to make it 5. Front rim on the 3. West soars over the world, and they'll call her for an over-the-back violation. Second on Clacy, second one on Taylor. We've played just over a minute, and Taylor has gotten 2 fouls against them here in the early going. They had just 7 against them in the first half, as now Deckard will pick up McElroy full court. They lob it up to McElroy. Nobody was there to help. It would have been an easy steal for the Trojans as McElroy weaves and whips it out to Watts. Righty tuck drive, top of the key. Taylor looks for a travel that doesn't come. 3's off the right side of the rim. 2 Trojans there. Westgate comes out of the mix with it, picks up her bounce, threads a throw between a double team. Watts gets her hands on this one, and that ball deflected out of play. Bethel now just 4 of 22 from three-point distance. They come in as the second worst three-point shooting team in the league at 27%. Kirtley heaves this one. Deckard wasn't there, and it's an easy steal for BU. Assad, little floater from the baseline, will roll off the rim to the near side, and Westgate gets rebound number 9. Showing another double-figure rebounding game for the leading rebounder in the Crossroads League, Taylor Westgate. Hash mark, Deckard 3. Yep. 6-3 of the afternoon for Meredith Deckard. 20 points for the senior. And the Trojans lead 66-39. A vintage shooting performance for Deckard. 3 missing the other and 2 on none. James trying to go wall to wall. Righty layup, 2 more. 2 for James. 68-39, and then another steal. Now it's Kirtley and Deckard on a 2-on-2. Kirtley, Deckard, back to Kirtley, lefty layup. And now the Trojans picking up right where they left off in the second. Timeout on the floor. Taylor with a game-high lead of 31 points. They lead 70-39. 2 minutes and 14 seconds into the third. Just 2 more full timeouts left, and now Taylor will have the ball after the violation by Bethel. Low pass, Kirtley lost it, trying to play keep away, wraps it around to Clay C. West. James, open left side high 3, off target right. Westgate up for the rebound, and 1 for Taylor Westgate on her 10th rebound of the afternoon. Second on Ship. First one on Bethel in the quarter. Westgate for the and 1. No good. Nobody boxed out Kirtley, and she says, thank you very much. I'll lay it in for 2 more. 13 for Kirtley, and everything coming up aces for Taylor in the third. They lead 74-39 as a 3-point shot missed from Stewart. Kirtley to West. Nobody guards Taylor Westgate, who has the easiest points of her entire season. 8 for Westgate, 4 here in the third, and the Trojans are trying to break the scoreboard on a Saturday in February, leading 76-39. Catch and shoot 3, good from Pasquale on the near side of the floor. Her first shot of the day drops. Now a 2-on-1, now Kirtley back to Deckard. Layup, 2 more for Deckard. 22 for Meredith Deckard. And it's a 78-42 Taylor lead. Contested 3 left side off the glass, nothing else. James gets it. Now the Trojans are just going on track meets now. Deckard out in front of the world and lays it in easy with the right hand. 7 for Deckard. 24 for her on 9 of 13 shooting. A substitution timeout for Bethel, and that stops the Trojans' celebration as the bench came out to party with the 5 on the floor. There's a substitution timeout, and now Jody Martinez says, I want a timeout because I want to party. Taylor leads 80-42, a 19-5 onslaught here in the third.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Well, if Taylor couldn't shoot any better like they did, shooting 13 of 18 in the second quarter, they now have bumped the percentage up to 61% today. They've made 12 of 25 threes. Here in the second half so far, the Trojans are 9 of 13 from the floor. Out of the timeout, Bethel drives and kicks. Their starters back on the floor with Williams and Shelton, who operates. A little bluff on the handoff. Nice reverse layup try, but she missed it. Rebound down low, Kirtley, that's 9 for her.
Taylor trying to break the full court press. Deckard flings it up near side. Clacy West attacks, draws a triple team. Trailing is Kirtley. She wants to get in on the fun from three. It's off the near side of the rim. Westgate rebound, no good. Got her own miss. Lefty power move in for two. Fourth Trojan in double figures with 10. And Taylor leads by 40. The same amount of points they scored in the second. They lead 82-42. Driving Garcia, righty scoop was blocked. Westgate gobbles up rebound number 13. Floating it up the far sideline West. Nobody guards, so she'll step into a three, and everything's fallen for the Trojans today. Triple West, 13th of the afternoon for the home side. 85-42, Westgate got a block, but Clacy West fouled on the tack. Best offensive game for Taylor this season by a mile and a half, a country mile and a half. Thank you, Bryn, for laughing. 2 shots for Maya Shelton. Their leading scorer at 12 on the year. She's 5 of 5 from the line today, and now 6 of 6 for the freshman from nearby Markle, Indiana. Before that free throw, Taylor had outscored Bethel 21-7. As Shelton makes both, she's got 9 to pace Bethel here today. Taylor up 85-44. As the second unit back out there for Bethel. Full court press for the Pilots. Taylor has yet to go to the bench here in this third quarter. Almost throwing it away with the Trojans. Deckard tiptoes the far sideline. They save it to the front court. Westgate down the lane, and she's fouled on the attack. Second foul on Bethel here in quarter 3. And now the Trojans will go 5 in, 5 out. After the 5 starters outscore Bethel 24-5 in the first 4 minutes and 31 seconds. Kendall Wayne will make her first appearance of the afternoon, along with Macy Woods, Ariel Dale, Haley Harrison. Foul was on D-Boy, her second. Westgate to the line for 2. First free throw of the day, perfect. Or second one, excuse me. She's got 7 in the quarter, 11 in the game. This is now Westgate's 13th double-double of the year, and back-to-back games getting to the double-double mark. 8 for her in this quarter. She's now got 12 as Gretchen Mall comes in to get Westgate. And Westgate shot the ball beautifully today. 5 of 8 from the field. 11 points, or now 12 points, and 13 boards. 87-44, the Taylor lead. Drive, off-balance shot, no good. Mall with the rebound on the try from Watts. Wayne caught in the backcourt, triple teamed off of Harrison's left hand and stolen by Assad in the Bethel backcourt. Now Assad wheels, floating it in, left block. This will be Kinker. Turns and finds a wide open D-Boy from up top. It hits off the front rim. That ball taken away from Mall, and now Bethel will regroup. Heaving a 3 near side, and that one knocked down for Callie McElroy. Her first triple of the day after missing her first 5 attempts from 3. Dale caught in the backcourt, and it's a reach-in foul on Bethel. That one against Jasmine Watts, her second, and the third on BU. That'll bring in their third unit of the day as they trail by 40, 87-47. Taylor led 21-12 after the first quarter. Since then, they have outscored Bethel 66-32. Woods near side, high pass. Dale hauls it in to the near side. Haley Harrison trying to find her second 3, and she knocks it down from perimeter left. 6 for Haley Harrison, who came in averaging just 1 point per game this season. She had made just 2 threes the entire year. Harrison's got 2 in the game. And Taylor leads 90-47, trying to break the century mark with 4:30 left in the third. Pasquale's 3 is an air ball, and it hits the baseline and goes out of bounds. Back to Taylor it goes. The Trojans shooting 60% from the field. They've made 14 threes this afternoon. Wayne, Harrison lobs it up, top to Mall, and that's easy work. 7 for Mall, and it's a party on the Taylor bench right now. They lead 92-47. Stewart, the lefty, spots for a 3, and she'll knock that one down on just her second made triple of the year. And that's her first scoring of the day as well. Dale will step out of bounds in front of the Bethel bench across from us as she got tangled up with a defender. 92-50, the Taylor lead. We have had no ties and no lead changes, but Taylor scored 40 in the second, and they've scored 29 here so far in the third. Starters back in for Bethel. Williams Driving aggressively, Jones, near side Garcia, fakes the three. Maul slaps the pass away, but Taylor couldn't get to it. Near side three is off the near side rim. 6'4" Maul, the tallest player on the floor, makes the easy rebound near side to Woods. Bullets it up to Dale, trying to lead Haley Harrison. Let her too much. Oh, look at Haley Harrison! She leapt in the air, spun, and then threw it off the arms of Abby Williams, all in one motion. And a cheeky smile from Harrison to boot. 3:40 to go in the third as Haley Harrison having her best game of her career. Woods, Dale, had two defenders there, spins away from trouble. Now Woods trying to get her go from three. Hot pass off of Dale's arms and out of play. Taylor gives it away for the 24th time today, just the 4th time here in the third. And they lead by 42 with 3:31 remaining in quarter number 3, trying to move to 6-4 in the league. And they try to sneak their way into the top 2 or 3 spots in the Crossroads League. A drive here by Bethel and a 2-shot trip coming for their tallest player, 6'2", Abby Williams. Gretchen Mall gets the foul, her second, team's 4th of quarter 3. And Williams to the line, 6'2" freshman from Farmington Hills, Michigan. Unit 2 will come in for Bethel, as Kinker will stay on the sideline. She'll come in to replace Williams after the second free throw. It's McElroy, Assad, D-Boy, Kinker, and Watts, with, again, Kinker the one waiting in the wings. First one from Williams, rolls her around and gets it to go with one more to come. 3 for Williams. That's her first point here of the third quarter. The second one is off the front rim and glass and rolls away. 5th rebound for Taylor's Gretchen Mall. They fling it up to Haley Harrison. A heat check from Haley Harrison. That was off the right side of the rim. This place was going to go nuts if that one dropped, but now Mall dives on the floor, tries to reach over her head to steal it, and now it's a 2-on-1 Bethel. Woods is back, down to Assad. Woods challenged and got called for the foul as Assad finished through contact. Excellent hustle by the 6'4" Gretchen Mall to dive on the floor. Almost kept that ball away from the pesky Pilots. Instead, it turns into a 2-on-1. And now Kinker will check in for B, replacing Williams. Assad to the line. First time she's been there today. She's got 10, the only Bethel player in double figures. Missed it. Mall with the rebound, her 7th, and gives off to the near side and Dale. And now Dale reverses course, runs into a double team near side to the front court, and Kendall Wayne. Free throw line, Mall. Backdoor cut, Haley Harrison, and she'll float that one in for 2. 8 points for Haley Harrison, trying to get her first double-figure scoring game of her career. Assad drives. Wayne got away with the bump, didn't get away with the second one. And Assad showing that quick, lightning quick quicks to get to the rack. 12 for Assad, the only double-figure score today for BU. Foul on Kendall Wayne, her first. Unit 1 in for Bethel, with Shelton waiting to check in for Assad. That's Morris, Jones, Williams, Garcia. Assad couldn't complete the and one last time down. She does here. And Assad with 5 here in this quarter gives her 13 for the game. And Taylor still up by a bunch. They lead 94-56 with 2:43 to go in the third. Dale will lead Kendall Wayne near side. Back to the middle, and Dale trying to lob it into Mall. Got behind the defender. Ball out off of Williams, the Bethel defender. Taylor scored 77 points in the last 2 quarters. Woods almost got a travel, floating it right side. 2 threes already from Harrison. Her pass was blocked. Harrison gets it back. We'll dump it down to Wayne. Bumped by Maya Shelton. They'll get Wayne for the charge. The Taylor faithful disagree with that one. That's the first time we've heard anyone from Taylor really voice a disagreement with what's going on the floor today. And that's not surprising when you lead by 38. Jones trying to take Wayne to the rack. Williams right block. Her shot swatted away by Mall. Wayne will pick up the misses. Now she prods and looks for help. Far side to Harrison. Garcia back into defense. Around to Woods, trying to find her first points of the day. Long off the heel of the rim. Tap to the hands of Kendall Wayne, and Taylor will regroup. Out to Dale for a lefty 3, and she rattles that one in.
second triple of the day, and the Trojans have made 15 threes. Remember, the school record's 22 that they got against Bethel on this floor a couple of years ago. Dale wrestles the ball away, but they'll call her for a travel as she was moved her pivot foot, trying to keep the ball away from two defenders. Unit 2 back in for Bethel. McElroy, Assad, D-Boy, Kinker, and Watts. Assad, their leading scorer today with 13, will get it in on the near sideline. 1:49 remaining here in the third. Taylor leading by 41. Top of the key, Watts trying to find her first three, no good. Assad with a rebound down low. Woods poked it away. Saved by Assad and spun around the arc near side by Kinker. Watts drives good, tuck in, and finishes with a strong right hand. 5 for Jasmine Watts, her first second half scoring, and now it's a 2-on-1. Wayne to Harrison, trailing Ariel Dale, open three, front rim no. Right side rebound will be the property of D-Boy. First miss from 3 today, and then Taylor will get Bethel to travel. A pivot and a drag of the pivot foot by D-Boy for turnover number 23 today by BU. It's a 97-58 Taylor advantage. Taylor's turned it over 26 times today, but they've outscored Bethel by 12 off the turnover, 27-22, and they've dominated the glass, out-rebounding Bethel by 20, 44-24. They've also made 8 more threes than BU, 15-7, and 14 more shots. Far sideline Woods, lob it in, right block Maul. She'll be fouled on the take by Williams, or Kinker make it Kinker. Fourth one on the Pilots. With Unit 1 about to come back in for the Pilots of Bethel. 2 free throws upcoming for Maul. 8 boards, 7 points. G 1 of 2 from the stripe today. And now 2 of 3. G's first collegiate three-point make came against this Bethel club in that 22 made 3 barrage a couple of years ago. Second free throw will skip off the rim. Hauled in by Abby Williams. Taylor has outscored Bethel 37-21 here in the third. Nice drive and fake. Couldn't get the finish. Down low was Jones. Rebound put back up and in by Caroline Morris. Morris has out-jumped everyone for Taylor down low and ripped that rebound away. Foul on Macy Woods, her third. Bethel already in the bonus. First trip to the line today for Morris, where she is shooting just 55% this season. Gets that one to sneak over the front of the rim. All 5 of her points have come here in the third. And the full court press put on again by Bethel. Dale in traffic, knocked out of her hands by Jones into the scorer's table. Just 1 second came off of the shot clock and game clock. 54.8 seconds remaining in the third. Backcourt to Wayne. Picks up her bounce, high pass, jumping to get it as Maul with 5 to get it across to Dale in traffic with Jones wrapped around her. About 25 seconds between game and shot clock. Dale operates near sideline. Looking Maul's way, couldn't get it to her. Now here's an open Kendall Wayne. She'll fling it far side to a Macy Woods 3 from the right corner, which is good. First basket of the day for Macy Woods and the 16th made triple try by the Trojans. Bethel the other way, down low, and missing the shot was Shelton. They'll get the foul on Maul. 101-60. Taylor has scored 101 points, the most points they've scored this season. They've now put a hundo on the board in both games against Bethel here in 21-22. And since the first quarter, the Trojans have scored 81 points. Or 80 points, excuse me. 40 in the second, 40 here in the third. First free throw good for Shelton. Second Pilot in double figures with 10 and now 11. All 4 of her points have come from the free throw line here in the stanza as McElroy comes in. 101-63. Woods to Dale, had to pirouette in the air to haul in the pass far sideline. Backcourt to Wayne, crosses midcourt. Shot clock turned off with 20 seconds remaining in the third stanza. Dale, near side to Woods, hit a 3 right side last time down the floor. Will miss it badly here over the rim and nothing else. Nyla Assad will try to go end-to-end with 8. Off balance to Watts, wide open right block. Too strong off glass. Nobody boxes out D-Boy. Out to McElroy for an open 3. Front rim no. Bounces up near midcourt, and that will bring the third quarter to come to a close.
almost identical scoring that we had in the second. The Trojans hold Bethel to one fewer point in the third. They outscore the Pilots 40-24. They lead 101-63 as we go to the break and to the fourth on the Trojan Sports Network.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greek's Pizzeria, it's our taste.
Bethel ball to start the fourth. They go from left to right. Garcia, a catch and shoot three, will be spun off the rim. Nice fight for on the baseline by Kendall Wayne. Now up to her freshman classmate, Jillian Oswald. It's Oswald, Wayne, Dale, Mall, and Harrison, the five to start this fourth quarter. The Taylor leads 101-63. Taylor almost gives it away. Dale, low bounce pass. Oswald fakes a three and now moves up the right side arc. Far side, Dale wanted to go down low to Mall. Oswald flings it high to Harrison. Fakes the near side to Wayne. Her pass intended for Mall, slapped out of bounds by Abby Williams. Taylor shooting 59% from the floor. They're 6 threes away from tying the single-game record and 7 from breaking it. And they broke the school record against this Bethel club a couple of years back. Dale near the volleyball line. Taylor wants her to shoot it. Harrison for her third three of the day. This one blocked out of bounds by Addie Jones. That's former high school teammates at New Palestine High School. Share a laugh. They'll say that one went off of Jones, the shot blocker, and then the 5 subs will come on for BU. 2 seconds to shoot. So the Trojans try to lob it into Mall for a quick turn catch and shoot as Deckard and James give pressure from the backcourt. Dale will lob it backside the Mall, too high for her, and that'll be stolen by Nyla Assad. Bad first possession of the fourth. Assad shot out of a cannon, and then she got her foot caught up in midair. She went in for the layup through 2 Taylor defenders. So Taylor gives it away for the 27th time today. Foul on Haley Harrison, her first, who's putting together her best game of her career with 8 points and 2 made threes. 2 free throws for Assad. The first one is perfect. She's a really, really fun player to watch. 14 for Assad. 5'5" sophomore from LaPorte, averages 10 a game, shoots 40% from the field, misses the second free throw long. Maul had it and now gets it back and ever getting it poked away. That's her 9th board of the day as Maul tries to get a double-double. Wayne, far side Harrison. Decker trying to get her to throw it. Maul almost traveled, and she did. Just drugged that right pivot foot a little bit too much. And possession will go back to the Pilots of Bethel. The Trojans on the floor have Harrison and Maul and Dale, they're 3 juniors, and the 2 freshmen, Wayne, along with Oswald. 3 straight away, spins off the rim, no good from Kinker, and that one hauled in by Wayne. Up the floor, nobody home, and so Maul lays it in for 2. Even 10 for Maul on the assist for Harrison. Assad races the other end with Taylor up 103-64. Oswald gets it, and they're going to call Oswald for the foul, I think, as Assad went up into the air, then got tangled up. And now the Taylor fans unhappy with that in a big way, as Oswald had inside position on Assad. It was Assad that jumped early and then came down and collided with Oswald. First one on Jillian. And they'll reset the shot clock to 20 as unit number 3 comes in for Bethel. We did not see this squad come in at all in the second. Gisette,
Esnerak makes her first appearance since the first half, and Alasia Stewart knocks down her second three of the day. Came in just making one on the year. 103-67, the Taylor lead now, a minute and a half into the fourth. Dale spins from up top, down low, left block Maul. Beautiful turn and a feel for a left-hand finish. 12 for Maul, 5 Trojans in double figures today. 105-67, the Taylor lead. 3, glance to the front rim. Dale will muscle her way in for the board. Harrison up the far sideline for TU. Back to the trailing Dale, drives, dumping down low Maul. That's easy work for the Trojans. A jump and a dive as Maul has got 12 points on a perfect 5 or 14 points on a perfect 6 of 6 shooting. 107-67, the Taylor lead. Stewart travels from up top as she tried to take Maul to the rack. Squad 1 in for Bethel. These are the starters: Morris, Shelton, Jones, Williams, Garcia. Taylor shooting 59%. Dale, backcourt Maul. Trying to play keep away from Garcia. Pass was almost slapped away by Jones. Oswald snatched it and spun away from pressure. Splits 2 defenders out to the volleyball line, and Dale. Taylor shoots in the basket to our left. Extra pass. Wayne drives right to the rim. Slashes through 2 defenders. Couldn't get the layup to drop, and now here comes Bethel the other way. Shelton near side. Oswald back. Euro step on Shelton. There's no call. How can there be no call there? It's either Shelton or Oswald moved to her right. It's either a foul or a travel, one of the two, because Shelton jumped in the air, then came back down. So they're going to call a turnover. I think it's going to be a travel on Shelton. That's a bad call because it looked like from up here that Oswald shifted her weight to her right to try to get in front of Shelton. 24th turnover of the day for Bethel. The Trojans have the ball leading by 40. They go from right to left in white. Bethel defends full court in blue. Dale, near side Harrison. Up top, Woods has got 1-3 today, and now 2 on a swish from Macy Woods. 17th made 3 of the day for the Trojans, 5 from tying the single game record. 110-67 Taylor. Ball loose on the floor. Diving on it, Shelton. Dale tries to tie her up and then takes her for a ride as she tried to pull the ball away. Held ball keeps it here with Bethel as Dale has found a new aggressive gear here this week. Remember, she had the and one and a glare against Mount Vernon Nazarene Tuesday, and now is trying to get her nose a little bit dirty. 5 in, 5 out for BU. This is unit number 3. Gisette Esnerak making her first appearance in this fourth quarter since the first half. And they're actually going to call Dale for the foul. That's her third. And the third one on Taylor here in the fourth, so the ball stays here with Bethel. Esnerak to get it in, near side to Pasquale. Stewart a couple threes today. Up top, Esnerak. Catch and shoot 3, left side, high arcer, glances off the rim, hits the floor. Nobody grabs until Harrison snatches it away on the baseline. Floating near side to Oswald. 3-on-2, slices it on through the woods, back to the trailing Gretchen Maul, who puts it in for 2. 16 for Gretchen Maul on a perfect 7 for 7 shooting day. 112-67 Taylor. Stewart misses a 3 off the heel. Rebound by Haley Harrison. Dale tiptoes, and she'll be called for a travel in the backcourt as she moved her feet before trying to throw it up to Oswald. Taylor head coach Jody Martinez trying to get an explanation. And now some of the Taylor fans trying to give the referees an earful. Taylor still shooting 60% from the field. They lead 112-67. With 6:24 left to go here in quarter number 4. Ship, defended by Harrison and the Taylor man-to-man. Near side Esnerak. Stewart trying to find her third 3 of the day and got it. She had made just 1 3 in the entire season coming in, but Alasia Stewart is now 3 of 6 from distance. 112-70 the Taylor lead. As the starters are going to get a big breather. Lob into Maul. That's just easy for Gretchen Maul. 18 for her, falling behind Deckard's game-high 24. 114-70. The most points scored in the game was 122 a couple of years ago. Again, Taylor did it against Bethel on this floor. Paige Walton makes her first appearance of the day for BU. She's a 6'4 freshman out of Michigan. Comes in with unit number 1 of Morris. Pasquale now in with his first unit as well. Full court press put on by BU. 6 seconds to get it across. Good find from Woods to Oswald. Front court, now off to Woods. It's Dale, Woods, Oswald, Harrison for her third three in her first double-figure scoring game of her career. Missed it, tried to come in and get the rebound, and it was ripped away from her. 5-on-4 here for Bethel. Trailing and kicking near side. Shelton fires a three off the front rim, short, off the fingertips, saved, and this one's going to go all the way to the backcourt and be an over and back violation against the visitors. Haley Harrison out as Kendall Wayne comes in for TU. Harrison gets a rousing ovation. Career high 8 points for Harrison in the best game of her offensive career, of her career so far. Woods into her freshman classmate. That is Kendall Wayne. She's fouled by Shelton, her first. So today we have had 39 fouls called and 44 turnovers. Excuse me, 54 turnovers, I apologize. And we've had almost 200 points scored. Taylor 5 threes away from tying the single game record of 22. Woods fakes, keeps that pivot foot down, lobs it into Maul, slapped out of there from behind by Jones. Maul trying to get her first 20-point game of her college career. She's a perfect 8 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 from the line, and also has 9 rebounds. She's one of 6 players in double figures today for TU. Kinker, Ezernak, Ship, and the hot shooting Stewart in for BU. And Williams will come in as well as assistant coach Brandon Auker, who's in place of normal head coach Doug Porter today. He's kind of mixing up his units here. With 4:55 left to go in the fourth. Woods caught in a triple team, and she'll be fouled by Alasia Stewart. Good job by Woods to bring that ball away from pressure and pivot away. 4:52 to go in the game. Taylor up 114-70. They have not trailed, and we have not been tied at all today. Open, Oswald, near corner three, spins off the rim. Offensive rebound for Woods, left block. Oswald trying to tee it up, but the defense will spin it around. Woods, right corner for her third three. Right side of the rim was short. Ball tapped around, and they'll get either Wayne or Maul for the reach-in foul. It goes against Kendall Wayne, her third. Fourth on Taylor in the fourth. The Trojans normally average 40 points per second half. That's their best half of the year. They scored 40 in both the second and third quarters today. Ship drives, swings it outside to Ezernak. Her catch and shoot three is off the glass and nothing else. Hits the floor, and Dale gobbles up her third rebound. 6 rebounds, 6 assists, and now 3 rebounds for Dale, coming off of that high-scoring performance last week. Shot clock did not restart. It was down to 9, so we'll see how much more time they take off. Haley Harrison ready to come back in for Taylor. All but 2 players have scored today for the Trojans. Those would be Oswald and Wayne. Dale out, Harrison back in. And a fresh 5 out there for BU, with Paige Walton making her first appearance of the day. Woods to get it in near sideline, looking for help. They're all covered. Finds Wayne, poked away. Wayne gets it back. She's double teamed. Whips it up top, too high for Oswald, and that ball will go to the backcourt. Wayne might have been able to use her dribble there to get away from pressure. Taylor still shooting 60% from the floor. Bethel on the other side, just 30%. Taylor's made 8 more threes, and that stays that way with a left corner miss. Ball tapped out. Hustling after it is Walton for Bethel, and the Pilots regroup. Taylor slides back in the man-to-man. 3-point shot missed near side. That one was by Jones. Macy Woods got the rebound, used her dribble, and finds Wayne as an outlet. To the middle, and Oswald runs away from the reach-in of Pasquale. 3-on-1, no-look dish, down low. Harrison spins off, and that would have given Harrison double figures. Would have been her first double-figure scoring game of her college career. Catch and shoot three, Pasquale's long. Harrison had it tapped away from her out of bounds. They'll say it went off of Harrison, and it stays here with Bethel as they'll bring in 5 new players. Taylor has made 18 more field goals than the Pilots have today. Each team is 15 of 20 from the line. And the Trojans have dominated the glass after getting
killed on the offensive glass in the first quarter. It's really swung in their favor here since then. Bethel with the ball, shooting on the basket to our right in blue. Stewart trying to find another three. That one will be an air ball, and it goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was blocked out of there by the Trojans, so keep it here with BU. 11 to shoot and 3:25 left to go in quarter four. Taylor out front 114-70. Most points they've scored in the game this season. Stewart defended by Wayne at the free throw line with 7 to shoot. Step into a three-ball kinker, front rim short. Good rebound by Williams, and she'll draw the reach-in foul on Wayne. That's Wayne's fourth. That puts Bethel in the bonus. 2 free throws for Abby Williams. She's 1 of 2 from the stripe today. So Taylor will move to 12-10 on the year, 6-4 in the Crossroads League. Bethel will fall to 9-16 overall, 4-9 in league action. They come in 8th place in the Crossroads League standings. Both free throws made by Abby Williams, 114-72. Wayne in the backcourt with Woods, Mall, and Harrison. The 2 juniors in Mall and Harrison, the 3 freshmen in Oswald, Woods, and Wayne. Dish down low. Harrison will travel on the right block as Taylor doing everything they can to get Haley Harrison to double digits. Had a 3 in the first quarter, a 3 and a 2 in the third. With 3:05 remaining in the fourth, the shot clock did not reset, and so they'll get Bethel with the backcourt with the ball in the backcourt. Taylor at Spring Arbor Wednesday, then back here next Saturday to take on Grace. Less than 3 to go in the fourth. Oswald got her hand in there, almost took it away from Williams. Stewart trying to find that 4-3 front rim, bouncing out of bounds, and that one will go back to TU with 5 subs in here for Bethel. The Trojan starters have not played since they put that early onslaught on in the third quarter. They have been spectators since. It was Deckard leading the way with 24 points today. Season high for her. 6 made threes, a season high as well. As Wayne picks it up, gets it away from a double team. Backcourt Oswald to the front court she goes as she hits the brakes, and Taylor will set up in the half court. Woods, near side Harrison to get her to 11 points. Got it! Her third 3 of the day. 7th Trojan in double figures today. Career high 11 for Harrison. Open Pasquale to answer with a 3. Glances off the right side of the rim and will bounce out of play. This one will go back to TU. 117-72. Taylor with 18 made threes today. And they're 5 points away from tying the single game scoring record set against Bethel on this floor a handful of years ago when they put up 122. And someone was walking by with some hot chocolate on the near sideline, almost had it knocked out of their hands. They had a keen eye to where the ball was going. Oswald with Harrison. Oswald drives right to the rack for a left hand. And now only one player has not scored for the Trojans today out of those that have played. 119-72. Driving, stopping, banking, and scoring will be Maya Shelton from right to left. Her first field goal here of the second half gives her 13 points. And it's a 119-74 lead. And Jones will get called for the reach-in as she had to battle with the taller 6'4" Gretchen Mall. Foul number 3 on Bethel here in the fourth quarter. So Taylor 3 points away from tying the single-game scoring record of 122. And they're 5 threes away from breaking the single-game threes made record. Woods in the backcourt near sideline to Wayne in the backcourt as well. Easiest backcourt move of the day. Harrison gives it up to Wayne. She's the only Trojan not to score today, and that changes right there as she rattles in a little J from the league logo. Every Taylor player that has played today has scored. They lead 121-74 as that three-point shot is missed off the right side of the rim. Woods will get the miss. That's the 4th rebound today for Macy Woods. Up to Mall to break the single-game scoring record of the Trojans do. 123 as Mall gets her first 20-point scoring game of her career. Oswald got a hip check in. Forces a turnover on Ezernak, and the possession error will stay here with Bethel. Five in, 5 out for BU.
So the Trojans, coming off of that 97-point win over Mount Vernon Nazarene, put 123 on the board here. They had 61 at halftime. Shelton against Maul. Nice read by Woods to steal the pass on the baseline. 28th turnover for BU today. Harrison with 114 will have the Trojans set up the half court. Woods lobs it over Wayne as there was a double team right there. So valuable experience today for the Taylor women's basketball team as Wayne, Oswald, and Woods, along with Harrison and Maul, get their longest time on the floor this season. Jones almost falls down. Oswald pounces, and that held ball will send it back to Taylor. Taylor shooting 60% from the floor, 45% from three. They came in shooting 32% from beyond the arc this season. 62 seconds left to go in this one. Woods to get it in. Baseline to our right, looking for help. Far corner in the backcourt, it's Harrison. Pasquale shadowing her. Right at midcourt, Maul turns and fires it near side. Oswald, she'll fire up a three. That'll glance off the right side of the rim, out of bounds. And this one will give it back to BU. Best offensive production by a Taylor women's basketball team in program history. 123 points today. And they scored 40 in both the second and third quarters. Shelton drives, tied up. A couple different Trojan defenders got the ball out of there, stays here with BU. Near side Jones, he'll step out of bounds near sideline with the jab step on the right hand, and it goes back to Taylor with 39 and 1/10 of a second left to go here in quarter four. So Taylor will move to 65 and 7 in home games all time home games all time under Taylor head coach Jody Martinez. Bad pass from Woods. Oswald almost makes up with it by slapping the pass down and almost intercepting in the front court. Only 5 teams have ever defeated the Trojans here at home. Marion's done it 3 times. Bethel did it once back in November of 2018. And the other teams are Goshen, Indiana Tech, and Concordia, with the Indiana Tech and Concordia losses coming in head coach Jody Martinez's first year back in 2017-2018. It's been a tough place to play as the Trojans will win 65 out of the 72 home games that Taylor head coach Jody Martinez has coached them in, with a commanding 49-point lead. Offensive foul on Jones, and that will be her 5th. So Jones will foul out. Shot clock will be turned off with 22 and 9/10 of a second left. The Trojans will move to 12 and 10 on the year, 6 and 4 in Crossroads League action. Woods has just got to get it in, and Taylor's got to get it to the front court, and then this thing will be official. Oswald spins away from Pasquale, and now the Trojans will just play keep away for 13 seconds. Then the ball tapped to the backcourt, stolen away. Shelton goes in. Right-hand layup good, in the foul on Oswald. The Bethel men's team cheering on the women's team off to our left. Second one on Oswald. Shelton to the line. She's got 15 points, 8 in the second half. Cannot get the and one. That'll give Maul the double-double. 20 and 10 for Gretchen Maul today as she steps in and snags the rebound away. And that'll be the final today. The Trojans, their best offensive output in a single game in program history. They defeat Bethel today by a final of 123-76. We're back to look back at this one next on the Trojan Sports Network and the Ivanhoe postgame show.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University Athletics. Greeks Pizzeria, it's our taste.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. From our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 4 different levels of membership for you to choose from. Each level receives complimentary season tickets, while the Athletic Director's Circle and Trojan MVP levels receive gifts from the athletic department. Over the years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-4331 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes. Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Back here inside Odell Arena, quick look at our post-game stats as our two 20-point scorers, Meredith Deckard and Gretchen Mall, will make their way up here. The Trojans scored 40 points in the second, blew open a 9-point first quarter lead. They scored 40 in the third, and they win today by a game program record 123 points. The Trojans shot 58% from the floor. They made 18 threes and made 44 of them. We'll take a break, come back with our two post-game guests next here on the Trojan Sports Network.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Look at that, we're on. Rick Johnston. This is the flamethrower, Meredith Deckard. Dude, what did you have for breakfast today?
I don't even know. Coffee with Kayla.
Well, can we all start getting some coffee with Kayla? Like, let's go do that.
I know.
Well, you missed your first two, and then you just casually made 4 in a row. When did you know that you were cooking with gas today?
The first few shots I knew I was off. Clearly I had an air ball, so, it's just, you just keep shooting. Coach believes in me. He tells me to keep shooting. So you just keep firing away when you can.
What was it like to kind of go back in the time machine from a couple of years ago where there was a handful of games, where you and the rest of the starters would even play the fourth quarter? You got to kind of get a little breather today, got to see some of your younger teammates. But I think the most important thing is you weren't just, casually there drinking water. You were up a lot helping coach up your younger teammates. How important was it for you to pour into them as they got their most minutes in a row the whole year?
Yeah, it's really great to see them get on the court and get some minutes in. They push us in practice, and we're the players we are because of our bench players. And, it's great to see them get in. Everyone got points. They got playing time. And it just makes you excited for them. It makes you happy to see them succeed.
All 11 players that dressed today scored. Before I forget, you want to say hi to anyone back home? I know like half your family's here. So
yeah, my grandma's at home and my Aunt Felisa, my sister. I'm sure I'm missing a lot of people, but yeah, there's a lot that follow. So everyone that's watching, I appreciate.
Grandpa was pretty hyped there on one of those seconds. He got normally your grandpa doesn't get out. He got up out of the seat today. He was feeling it.
He probably got out of his seat a couple of times.
How much fun was today?
It was fun. We've had great energy ever since we came back from Christmas break. We've been a different team. We just enjoy each other. This is a great team, and it's off the court. It's even better than on the court. I know it looks like we have a great time here, but like I said, off the court is where all the fun is too. So.
Yeah, you guys should come to practice sometime. It's a ball. Particularly the day before games, it's a big old time. Congrats. Oh, by the way, you also had 4 assists and 3 steals. No rebounds today, but that's okay.
That's all right.
It's all right.
Nothing new.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Appreciate it.
And good luck next week.
Thank you.
All right, that is
Thanks,
Meredith.
Rick.
You got it, Meredith. The flamethrower checks out. Leading score today, 24 points, 9 of 13 from the floor, 6 of 10 from 3. The threes and points are both season highs. We had one more 20-point score today. 9 for 9 from the floor, a double-double, a career-high 20 points. For the pride of Seward, Nebraska, Gretchen Mall. Hello, G.
Hello.
You want to say hi to your people back home?
Hello.
What did you have for breakfast today, dude? You had 9 for 9 from the floor. You were cooking.
Yeah. I did not realize I had 9 for 9.
You really enjoy playing Bethel. You had your first career 3-point make against Bethel. Are you going to petition coach to kind of keep putting the pilots on the schedule every year?
Yeah.
20 points for you. You only had 5 at halftime. What was it like to be out there and kind of get into a flow, particularly in the second half with you and Ariel leading your 3 freshman teammates in that fourth quarter?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, just be able to get in the flow. Ariel's an amazing passer, amazing teammate, and I was just so thankful. She's giving me amazing passes, and it was just a lot of fun.
It used to, you have to find a new tag team partner, because it used to be Meredith always threw you the pretty passes.
Yeah.
Now we're trying, she wants to graduate, which is overrated, by the way. And now you can find Ariel just going to step in there and do it next year, right?
Yes, for sure.
How much fun was today? I know you guys have had a real up and down year. Everything, it seems like when you get past one roadblock, another one's here. You guys scored 97 on Tuesday, and you come out and break the single game scoring record with 123.
It was so much fun. I loved it. Everyone had such great energy. Being on the bench was fun. Playing on the court was fun, and I loved it.
You also had 1 assist today. Well done.
Thank you.
20 points in 18 minutes on 909 shooting. Gee, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's Gretchen Mall, our second player of the game. Will now be joined, which I'm sure will be a lot of fun, with our head coach, Jody Martinez. It's the third time since he has been the head coach at Taylor that they have broken the single game scoring record. All 3 times have been against Bethel. Twice here have been on this floor, as his team shoots 58% from the floor today. They score 123 points. Everyone that played scored. That's all 11. They had 7 in double figures. 2 got over 20 points.
Fun.
Yeah. I'd say, were you having a good time?
Well, like I told the girls, I'm going to coach 40 minutes. I don't care what the score is. And, people said I didn't smile much. I did smile a few times.
When Haley Harrison got going and a heat check from Haley Harrison?
You got kids that played with confidence top down. My only issue is, and I told them, I said, guys, you can't get bad habits, though. We had 34 turnovers. We lost 50 possessions today. We have 34 turnovers, gave up 16 offensive rebounds. The score is what it is. We executed. The good thing is they did not convert on turnovers. They didn't really convert on offensive rebounds like they did last time. But you can't do that against teams that you could face in the future. In the tournament time, and hopefully we can move on to nationals even. You don't know who you're going to face that plays that style. You got to be disciplined, and that's one thing we'll continue to coach and teach them. Like I said, I'm going to do it for 40 minutes and give them, every opportunity to play when they deserve it. And I thought the bench did a better job second half. I was upset with them second quarter. The 5 that I took out right away because they gave up 7 points in a minute 12, and that's not acceptable. So that second half, when they got in, they finished the game because they played hard, and that's good enough for me.
Guys had 18 threes today, scored 40 points in 2 different quarters.
That's good.
You guys don't even average 40 points in either half in the regular year. What works so well offensively today?
I think, once again, our strategy, putting our shooting guard down low, making the 5-man make a decision. Do I give up the layup? Because if you break the press, it's going to be an advantage drill for us. So 2-on-1, 3-on-2, 3-on-1, whatever. You're putting a 5-man in a predicament. Do I stop the layup or do I give up the 3? And they were giving up the 3.
And you want to say hi to anybody? Hannah?
I said, hey, Hannah, before the game, remember we talked about flipping pancakes on a Sunday morning? It's just that smooth. And just if her and her fiance watched it, I hope they were entertained. I love all my family. I know Nani and Papa are watching as well. We got 2 weeks left, Rick, and I talked about this to the team. We run the show. Crazy year that we've had. There's a long shot we could finish second, and that is remarkable with this group considering all the stuff we faced first semester. And we'll find out. We got 2 weeks. We got an exhibition on Monday, which will be like a practice for us to run new things, or not new things, but run things to better perfection. And then we got 4 games of conference left, 2 home, 2 away. Anything's possible, man. Anything's possible. The girls got to believe, and they are. They have energy. They love each other. But it's we're in the month of love, right? February, Valentine's Day, I guess, is coming around the corner.
Yeah, you need to remember that.
No, I don't. I'm not romantic one bit. My poor wife and girls, they suffered all their life with me because I don't know how to do anything right when it comes to that stuff.
So say we need to.
I've learned to cut and paste Google or.
Just don't give away your secrets. Don't give away your secrets.
My family knows I just cut and paste.
Don't give away your secrets.
I can't think of lyrics or. I'm done buying cards. That's a waste of money, I think. It is. That's a waste of money. You get a card, oh, that's sweet, and they throw it away. What the heck? And cards are like $6 now. I mean, I got $6 to go towards Taco Bell or Starbucks or something, man. It's like And I got a wedding to pay for now. I ain't buying things anymore. I got to take care of my girl. So love everybody out there who watched this. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed these interviews because I don't know what else to say. Just going to be myself, I guess.
Last thing before you go.
Yes, last thing.
I talked about it with Meredith. She did not just sit there and just became a spectator when she was not playing for the majority of the third and all of the fourth.
Yeah.
Well, and I know you're locked in coach, but when you walked by, that bench was engaged the whole time instead of just kind of sitting there and chilling.
Yeah. No, like I said, the love for each other is amazing. It's even in practice. People are always talking. And, you have Ava out there talking in practice and then on the bench. And you got Favre going crazy, Favre making noises I've never heard of. And it's contagious. And that's a lot of why we're having success, We talked about, our only setback right now is at Marion, and that was a fourth quarter disaster. But you had Marion down going in 10 minutes to play. And, you're right there against the team that's sixth in the nation. But these girls, the energy, they're going to feed off each other. And that's important. And I'll make sure I say something in practice tomorrow.
Enjoy Monday, and we'll see you back here next Saturday to take on Grace.
That's right, senior day.
Enjoy this men's game.
I'm going to, my alma mater here, but my heart will always be with Bethel, but I'm a Taylor guy now. You got to cheer on Josh and his crew.
You got to cheer on your boy Aaron Hahn.
You know what? My blue-collar guy.
That's your guy.
It's just, yes, I like blue-collar, hard-working, both ends of the court.
Enjoy this pancakes tomorrow.
Appreciate it. Pancakes tomorrow.
We'll be back with the men's game in like 2 minutes. Just refresh your YouTube feed and we'll be back in like 2 minutes. See you then.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online tire finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree. And we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
When you need the fuel to be your nephew's #1 fan, Holiday Inn Express. We're there, so you can be too.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Your heart, well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marion General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH, from our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments, in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes